welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I made these work boxes for just about $25 each. Now these are for our student sheets, which is just like any workbook text, and ours came loose without any type of binding. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to organize this. Now you don't have to use this exclusively for My Father's World. You can use this for any curriculum, even if you just want to take the workbook type of worksheets and organize them to make them much easier for you and your child during the school year. So come with me and I'll show you how I made this. So for about $25 each, I was able to buy a box, an organization box for each of my kids. Now the box itself was around $10, but I had to order more of these hanging file folders, and I had to buy the manila folders. So I spent a little bit less than $50 on everything, and I'm going to use all of this to create a organization system for our My Father's World student sheets and the extra pieces, like the currency kits and things like that, that come with this actual curriculum. Now what they'll do with this during the year is they'll probably put it either on their desk or underneath their desk, and each of these will represent 1 week. So I need to make sure that I have 34 to 36 of these in the folders. And what I'm doing is, when I got this black piece like this out of the box, it had about 5 of these hanging folders in it. So what I did was I went ahead and added more, and I bought some extra black ones so everything matches on Amazon as well in their office supply area. So I added a handful of extra ones, and I'm going to just keep adding as I need them, but I don't want to overcrowd the box. So now what I'm doing is I separated out by tabs a pile of the folders, and I'm just going through and putting a folder in each hanging file. So I've got 2. I've got the right, the middle, and now I'm going to do the left. And I'm just going to keep going until I count and I have 34 to 36 for each box. So now that I've filled it, I have noticed that because I wanted something more compact and I didn't want the really large boxes, so you can kind of see the size of it, I thought these would fit really great on our desk or underneath. I noticed that because it is a little bit more compact, I can't get quite the amount that I wanted in here. So I've got 24 folders in here right now. So there's a couple of options with this. One, you can put 2 folders in each file, in each hanging file, because there's not going to be a whole lot of student sheets per. Or you could make 1 folder for 2 weeks. So like this folder would be for weeks 1 and 2. Or you could do like half of the year. So make this like the first 15 weeks and then have another 15 weeks, have it in like a notebook or somewhere safe where you can change out the files midway through the year. So there's a couple of different ways that you could do it, depending on however way you want to do it. Or you could just buy a bigger box. But because this is what I have and I want to be resourceful, I don't just want to go out and buy another box, because I already have these 2 boxes here and they work just fine. So I finished putting all of the folders into the hanging files, and I was able to get about 20 to 25 hanging files per box. Now, because I can't fit 36 of them because the box is just not wide enough for that, I went ahead and I just doubled up and I put 2 folders within each hanging file. So we have week 1 and week 2 inside of this folder, for instance, and then the next one is week 3 and week 4. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open the student sheets and I'm going to separate them. And if you look up in the corner, it actually tells you what week that student sheet is in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to file away all of these within the correct week. Now, not all weeks will have a student sheet, so I might have one on week 4 but not week 5. For Exploring Countries and Cultures, the actual student sheets don't start until week 4, so I don't even need weeks 1, 2, and 3 in that file box. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put all of these in there and do the same one for our exploring countries and cultures. So now I have all of the tabs filled out, and I just wrote with pen on these because I like easy, and that was the easiest thing for me to do with that. So now that's all that's left for me to do is to take each one of these student sheets, and up in the corner it tells you right here what week it goes in, and they are all in order. So all I need to do is just put them in the coordinating file and they will be ready to go. So here is what the Exploring Countries and Cultures folder looks like all completed. So I just stuck the first sheet, the one that says student sheets, in the little viewfinder so I can know what's actually in here so I don't get them mixed up. And inside each folder I have the papers that correspond with that week. So this is week 4, and week 4's papers are neatly inside, and it's the same for every other week. Some weeks there were not any worksheets, and that's fine. I can pull those out. I decided to leave mine in because I'm going to reuse them year to year, and that way I can just put them in the back when we're done, and the old ones will be at the back and the new ones will come to the front. I also made 3 separate ones for the geography game pieces, the fast facts with the math set. I haven't even opened these yet, so the seal is still on them. And then another for the currency kit for when I do open it, and what I'll do is I will cut these out and probably put them in plastic baggies and stick the baggies inside here so we can keep everything all together throughout the year. So that's it, guys. I hope that this gives you some ideas on how to organize your My Father's World student sheets.